All right, welcome to part 2 of the intramural softball captains meeting. Let's go ahead and get started with it. In case of rain or inclement weather, if you've completed 4 innings in the contest, then that counts as a game. All right, anything in the 3rd inning doesn't count. You have to get to that 4th inning for it to constitute a complete game. Unless the home team is ahead after the top of the 3rd. You know, if you've played the top of the 3rd, the home team's ahead, then that counts. If you have heard that maybe it's going to be severe storms for the night that you're supposed to play, any type of inclement weather, normally we will post on our website whether or not the games are going to be canceled for that night. So check that after 4 o'clock. We usually try and put that up before 4, but that's normally our cutoff time is 4 o'clock. Let's talk about run rules a little bit. Anytime after 3 innings, a team is ahead by 15 runs or more, unless it's the home team, then it would be 2.5 innings. The game is called. So, say I'm the home team, I'm ahead 17-2 after the top of the 3rd inning, and we're up to bat, it's over. We're up 15 runs, after 3 innings. After 5 innings, the run rule is 10, 4.5 if the home team is ahead by 10. The game will just be stopped, and the team that's ahead will be declared the winner. All players that you put on your roster can bat, and this is different than it has been. We did this last year, and we thought it worked well. So, you have 10 players in the field, but say you have 16 players show up, all 16 can bat. Only 10 players can participate in the field. People that come late, you can add them, but they have to be at the end of the lineup. You can't be plugging people in, that show up late into, the 2 slot, the 4 slot. Once someone is taken out of the batting order, they can't play again. And the only time I see this happening is if someone has to leave, you can take them out, but they're not going to be able to bat again. Someone in the batting order can be substituted for, but if they want to re-enter, they can only re-enter 1 time, and they have to re-enter to the same spot that they were removed from. And these are the rules that follow the ASA governing body, which is the Amateur Softball Association. That's basically what we, our governing body here at Intramural. So we're trying to keep with them on that. You have to wear shoes at all times. No shoes with metal spikes anywhere on the shoe. Metal anywhere on the shoe. It's not going to work. Shoes must be made of a material which covers the foot and has a firm sole on them, which basically means no flip-flops, no sandals, anything like that. Once again, that's for your safety. That's not us trying to be tough or, discriminating against people that wear sandals. It's just strictly for your safety. You can wear cleats, only rubber cleats, no metal tipped or anything like that, or any type of shoes without cleats. Bunts and chop swings, chop swings, tomahawks, I don't know what else you call them, they're not allowed. So if in the umpire's judgment he sees a bunt or a chop swing, the ball will be declared dead and the batter's out. So that's another thing that's for everyone's safety with the chop swings. So, like last year, we start with a 1-1 count, 1 ball and 1 strike. As soon as you get in the batter's box, you do get 1 courtesy foul, which basically boils down to you get 1 foul after you've had 2 strikes on you. So the second foul ball after you've had 2 strikes, you're out. This is, just like we did last year, so we shouldn't have a problem with that. An intentional walk can be awarded. All you have to do is tell the umpire, hey, we want to walk this person, put them on first. You don't have to pitch. that'll speed up that part of the game a little bit. Deliberately crashing into a fielder who has the ball or is attempting to make a play will result in the ejection of the runner. Any other runner who would have been out will be declared out as well. We don't have a slide rule per se, only a crash rule. So you don't have to slide. Say the ball, mainly where you see this is at home plate. So when the ball hits home plate, if the ball beats the runner to the plate, the runner must either slide, go around, or give themselves up. If they can get to the plate before the ball does, then they're fine. So, once in a while we will get complaints that someone has to slide. You don't have to slide. We don't have a slide rule. The only rule that we follow is a crash rule. So if there ever is a question on whether or not the crash rule was applied, mainly what our umpires are going to look at is did the person that did the person that crashed into the fielder, or most oftentimes the catcher, did they have ill intent, malicious intent in taking out the catcher? So that's what they're going to look at. That's what's going to be their basis for making that call. Team captains, you guys that are watching this, you will be responsible for controlling spectators. We had some problems in the past with people showing up to games and being rude, yelling, drinking, which there's no alcohol, or smoking at our games, and basically just control your spectators. You're going to know the people that come to watch your games, so if we ever have any problems, you're going to be the ones that need to take care of them. Anyone that's ejected from a contest is automatically suspended from further intramural participation. What you need to do if you are ejected is come in and schedule a meeting with Scott or myself. Ejections normally result in a 1-game suspension unless it's something way out of the ordinary. Like I said, any suspension will begin following the meeting with Scott and myself, and you are going to be ineligible until that meeting has taken place, because we have had people that get ejected and they're done. They don't want to play anymore, so they just never come in and see us, and that's that may be for the better of the league. Good sportsmanship is essential for the safety of everyone and making sure that everyone enjoys themselves. Good sportsmanship will definitely be encouraged through our decisions, and our penalties that we enforce and our ejections. Trash talking, taunting, we can't tolerate that. And if you're a spectator, a player, no matter who you are, if you're there and that stuff's going on, we will recognize that, and it will probably most likely result in an ejection from the premises. We as intramural officials and directors, we have the right to stop any game at any time when we believe that such a stoppage is in the best interest of the safety of all the participants and is a violates our intramural code and our intramural philosophy. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the end of part 2 and stay tuned for part 3.